Number 10, we want to solve for n. It says 3/4 times n equals 9. Whenever we have a fraction, you could divide by 3/4 on both sides, but it gets a little complicated there. We're just going to multiply by the reciprocal, which is what would happen anyway if you divided by 3/4. So I multiply the left by 4/3. I'm going to multiply the right-hand side by the same thing. Remember, 9 is just over 1. These all go away. You're left with just n equals. We'll just multiply across the top. 36. 1 times 3 is 3. So n is equal to 12. Number 11, solve for n. So we're trying to get this guy right here by himself. So 4 times a times that n plus the number 11 all ends up equaling x. We got to get the n by itself. We don't want to, we know eventually we're going to divide by 4a, but we don't want to do that first. We want to move that 11 over to the other side. So we're going to subtract 11 from both sides of the equation. I get x minus 11 equals 4 times a times n. Now, how do I get n by itself? Well, I'm going to divide by 4a. The 4 and the a's will go away and I'll be n by itself. But since I did it to the left, to the right-hand side of the equal sign, I have to divide the left side by 4a also. So I divided both sides by 4a. And so I get n equals x minus 11, that whole thing divided by 4a. And finally, number 12, pick all ordered pairs that are solutions to 3x minus 2y equals 1. So I'm going to plug 5n to the x and 7n to the y. So 3 times 5 minus 2 times 7. We want to know, hey, does that give you 1? Well, 3 times 5 is 15. 2 times 7 is 14. Does that equal 1? Yes, it does. 5, 7 is a solution. Let's now try -3, -5. Okay, it's a little probably more difficult for us, but 3 times x is -3 minus 2 times a -5. Does that equal 1? Well, this right here, 3 times -3 is -9. Now, notice you have a -2 times a -5. That's going to be plus 10, right? Because a negative times negative is positive. So you get plus 10. That gives you 1. Yes, it works also. Well, let's see if C and D work. 3 times -4 minus 2 times -6. Does that equal 1? That's the question. Well, 3 times -4 is -12. -2 times that gives you positive 12. And that's going to give you 0, not 1. So that's not going to work. Let's try the next final bottom one. 3 times -1 minus 2. I'm going to put in parentheses this time. -3. Does that equal 1? Well, 3 times -1 is -3. -2 times that -3 is going to be plus 6. Nope, doesn't work. So A and B are the solutions here.